What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. For this video, it's pretty self-explanatory. I'm going to be predicting the Arizona Cardinals 2025 record prediction. With that out of the way, we'll head right into it. And they'll start off their season by heading to Caesars Superdome to take on the New Orleans Saints. Saints got a lot of question marks right now and not a whole lot of answers, so I'm going to have to say the Cardinals win this game because I do think the Cardinals have question marks themselves, but the Saints have way more questions than the Cardinals do. So I have the Cardinals winning this one and starting off 1-0. Alright, and the next week they will be at home playing against the Carolina Panthers. And the Panthers should be a much improved team from last season. Last season they had a really bad defense, and Bryce Young at the start of the season looked pretty bad, but he was able to bounce back and have a pretty solid end to the year. And I think the Panthers they'll be a dangerous team this year, and I actually have the Cardinals losing this one because the Panthers for some reason own the Cardinals. So I'm going to say the Cardinals lose this one and drop to 1-1. Alright, and for week 3, they will be having their first divisional matchup against the San Francisco 49ers at Levi's Stadium. 49ers definitely have some question marks as well as the Cardinals. You know, they lost a lot of pieces, but I still think they're a more well-rounded team than the Cardinals, and I just trust Kyle Shanahan and Brock Purdy more than Kyler Murray and Jonathan Gannon, so I'm going to say the 49ers win this one, and the Cardinals fall to 1-2. And for week 4, they will be heading back home to take on the Seattle Seahawks on a short week on Thursday Night Football. Seattle Seahawks, they lost DK Metcalf, but they brought in Sam Darnold to replace Geno Smith. Bit of a funky offseason for the Seahawks. So, I mean, I think it's going to take them some time to get used to playing with that new set of receivers and obviously a new quarterback. So I actually have them losing this game to the Cardinals. So I have the Cardinals winning this game, and that will put their record at 2-2. Alright, and their next game, they'll be heading to the Tennessee Titans, and I will say the Cardinals have a really tough schedule, and I feel like they just have so many games that could go either way. This is not one of those games. I think they will easily win this game. They're coming off of a mini bye week against a not very good Titans team. So I have the Cardinals winning this one and improving their record to 3-2. Alright, and their next game, they will be heading to Indy to take on the Indianapolis Colts. And this game could go either way. I think both teams are about the same when it comes to, like, talent. And obviously the Cardinals have advantage at quarterback play because the Colts, it's a mess there. But at the same time, the Colts have Jonathan Taylor. They have, I'd say, probably about the same when it comes to wide receivers. I'd give it to Cardinals. I give the Cardinals the edge there. But I still think the Cardinals are going to lose this game just because they're going on the road to Indy, and the Colts have this weird habit of playing one really good game every year, and I feel like this could be that game. So sorry, Cardinals fans, but I have you drop into 3-3. Alright, and the next game they'll be playing is at home against the Green Bay Packers, and it's going to be a tall task because the Packers, in my opinion, have a better quarterback and head coach than the Arizona Cardinals, and those are two of the most important positions on a football team, so definitely an uphill battle. Could it be a trap game for the Packers? Sure, but I don't see it happening. I see the Cardinals losing this one and dropping down to 3-4. Alright, week 8 is their bye week, sitting at 3-4. Definitely not ideal, but their schedule so far has been tough, and it's not going to get any easier for the rest of the season. Alright, for Monday Night Football after their bye week, they'll be taking on the Dallas Cowboys on the road, and this is just another one where it's like I will give the Cardinals this. I trust Jonathan Gannon more than Brian Schottenheimer, but at the same time, the talent deficit is just so much. I don't really like the Cardinals in this game. And I'm not trying to diss the Cardinals. They're not even that bad of a team. It's just their schedule is just so unfavorable. So I'm going to say they lose this game and drop down to 3-5. All right, and for Week 10, they will be traveling to Seattle to take on their division foe, the Seattle Seahawks. And Cardinals fans, I'm sorry, if you're somehow still watching this, I'm going to say you lose this game too, just because the Seahawks, in my opinion, are better than you guys, and it's at home for them, and they already lost to you. I don't think you're going to sweep them. So I'm going to say you guys, the Cardinals, lose this game and drop down to 3-6. All right, in their next game for Week 11, they will be heading back to their home stadium and playing against the 49ers. And I actually do think the Cardinals are going to win this game, so I'm snapping their 4-game losing streak, splitting with the 49ers, and improving to 4-6. All right, for Week 12, it'll be the battle of number 1 overall quarterbacks, which will be Trevor Lawrence versus Kyler Murray. It'll be at the Cardinals Stadium, and this, I think, will be a really good game. I mean, like I said, 2 number 1 overall quarterbacks, and I want to pick the Cardinals, I really do, but I just have to pick the Jags. I feel like they just have a better roster. And it's just like, I don't know, the Cardinals, it's just the way their season's been going so far, in my hypothetical season, I just feel like they would lose this game. So I have them losing this game and dropping to 4-7. All right, for Week 13, they'll be traveling to Florida to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And yeah, this is not one I like for the Cardinals. Baker Mayfield and Todd Bowles, I trust more than Jonathan Gannon and Kyler Murray, and I don't see a magical upset happening for the Cardinals. So I'm going to say they lose this game and drop down to 4-8. All right, and for Week 14, they will be playing their division rival Los Angeles Rams, and it will be at home. And it's the Rams. They have Stafford and McVay. Same deal with last week. I mean, I trust McVay and Stafford more than Kyler Murray and Jonathan Gannon. Although it is worth saying, the Cardinals always play the Rams tough. So if they do end up winning this game, I wouldn't be surprised. But I don't think it's going to happen. So I have the Cardinals losing this game and dropping down to 4-9. All right, for Week 15, the Cardinals will be traveling down to Houston to take on the Houston Texans. Texans are a really good team, and obviously I trust C.J. Stroud and DeMeco Ryans more than Kyler Murray and Jonathan Gannon. Not that Kyler Murray and Jonathan Gannon are bad, it's just what they're up against and what they've been up against. It's just not a good outlook, so I have them losing this game and dropping down to 4-10. All right, for Week 16, they will be at home playing against the Atlanta Falcons, and this is a somewhat favorable matchup for the Cardinals. I mean, Michael Penix Jr. is still a little unproven. I don't think Raheem Morris is that good of a head coach, so I got Kyler Murray and Jonathan Gannon over both of, those guys, so I'm going to say the Cardinals win this one just because they'll win one at some point, and this will be it. Snap another 4-game losing streak and improve their record to 5-10. All right, and for Week 17, they will be playing against the Cincinnati Bengals, and this is just another one where the Cardinals are just a little bit too untalented to compete with the Bengals. I mean, the Bengals have a top 5 quarterback. They have one of the best offenses in football, and they're going to be on the road, the Cardinals. I just don't see any way they win this game. I mean, the Bengals have a bad defense, but I don't think it's going to matter. I think the Bengals offense is going to just be too much for the Cardinals defense to handle. So I have them losing this game and dropping down to 5-11. And closing out the season, they will be playing on the road against the Los Angeles Rams. And this is a weird game because I feel like the Rams could be resting starters, and I also feel like the Cardinals could randomly play unbelievable in Week 18 because they're known to be an inconsistent team. So I'm actually gonna say the Cardinals win this game and shock everyone and close out the season with a 6-11 record. And that's going to do it for the prediction record. I mean, obviously 6-11 won't get them in the playoffs or anything. And I feel kind of bad because, like, I don't even hate the Cardinals, or I don't even hate what they're doing. I think they're going in the right direction. It's just, the thing about the NFL is there's just so many teams that are up better than them. So it's just like, there's not much you can do in that situation. This is going to be a rough couple of years until the Cardinals start competing again. And I mean, I just don't see a world where they, make the playoffs or anything. Like, I think they could win more than 6 games, but at the same time, like, I don't know, there's just so many tough games on their schedule. So that's going to do it for this video. If you're a Cardinals fan and you hate me, I can't say I blame you. But, I mean, your team just needs a couple more years, and I think you'll be better. But that's going to do it. Thank you so much for watching if you made it this far. And I will be out with a San Francisco 49ers prediction video in the next couple of days. So I'll see y'all there if you decide to watch it. If not, I get it. But see you there. Have a lovely day.